What's going on, everyone? So the Los Angeles Lakers suffered another L in Summer League. And look, I say it all the time, I don't really care so much about the wins and losses as I care about the meaningful minutes with the actual rotation guys, with the guys that matter. You know, at the end of the game, when they have like Bronny James and Jalen Hood-Schifino and, Maxwell Lewis and a bunch of guys that never going to see the basketball court, I'm not so worried. I'm not so concerned with that. I could really care less about that. I care about the guys that are going to actually be in the rotation. And this was a game in which was supposed to be sort of a dress rehearsal, right? The Lakers' next two games are back-to-back. So Lakers are probably going to take it light. Maybe the last game of the back-to-back, maybe everyone plays and you kind of get another dress rehearsal. But this was supposed to be when we were going to start flushing out the rotation and doing a better job of just putting things in order and start to see what does this look like. And it didn't look great. This was just a very sloppy, just not very good basketball game, really from either side. I mean, the Warriors weren't like great either, but the Lakers, I was very disappointed in to see the way that they performed, right? Like, I get we want to get up as many threes as possible. We're trying to get to 40 threes a game. I'm all for that, but get quality looks. We don't have to just jack them up. Right, there was a lot of just kind of shot chucking in this game. A lot of Lakers guys just across the board just getting up shots just to get up shots, right? Like as if this was like a fun shoot around or something. And rather than swinging it around, getting quality looks, finding and creating quality possessions, and you saw the Warriors. Warriors again didn't shoot great either. Lakers and Warriors were actually pretty similar as far as like 3-point percentage goes, but still, like, you saw the Warriors moving the basketball, getting quality looks at times. They just weren't hitting shots. Where there were a lot of times where shots just seemed rushed. Now, look, there's a lot that goes into this, right? You're working on a new offense, right? Which is, in part, turnovers and things like that, right? Lakers have had real concerns with turnovers. Also, the motion offense. You look at a lot of the teams like Warriors and Kings and stuff like that. Turnovers can become an issue when you're constantly moving the basketball. If you're not giving and making quality passes and quality looks, you get a lot of transition opportunities for the other team. A lot of threes thrown up leads to a lot of long ball kickouts and stuff. So I don't, again, mind the Lakers getting looks and working through their ins and outs. It's what this is about. It's what you're supposed to do right now in preseason. However, again, I really hope that it gets stressed. We need quality looks. We need quality production out there. We need to make sure that we're sharing and moving the basketball. 13 assists, not going to cut it, right? Like, you look at the Warriors had double the assists. And I'm talking about before the start of it. Lakers had, I think, 12 or 13 assists before 80 and everybody sat out. I think they finished the game with, I think it was like 17 or something like that, or 20. But you look at the Warriors had like 20 at that same stance, right? Or 22 at that same stance. Like, that's the big difference. That's like, Warriors are sharing and moving the basketball. They're getting quality looks. They're shooting a better percentage because they're not, yes, it's about getting 40 plus threes up, which they did, but they're getting better quality looks. They're also working it inside. They're making plays for one another. It was disappointing to see the Lakers just be so stagnant. I mean, look, if it wasn't for Anthony Davis, this game would have been over at halftime. I mean, Anthony Davis was balling out. 24 points in 26 minutes, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. He also gave you a steal and a block. And he was really our main contributor tonight. Outside of that, like, no one else really was worth writing home about. Right? D'Lo was 2 of 10, and it came in the towards the end, or into the third, or middle of the third, where he knocked down back-to-back threes. Outside of that, he would have went scoreless. He did have 7 rebounds, which I like, and 2 steals. It was 0 turnovers. Okay, I like that, but come on, man. You got to hit shots, and you got to move the basketball. It's supposed to be our point guard, supposed to be our playmaker. Rui Hachimura had some nice sequences, had some nice moments, but overall 1 of 5 from 3, 4 of 13 from the floor. And then you look at LeBron James was even 3 of 9, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. I understand, again, it's preseason. Not going to get too much on LeBron James and stuff. He didn't really take a lot of shots for LeBron standards. Kind of out there coasting at times. Again, I get it, but got to do better. And then Austin Reeves, 3 of 8, 2 of 6 from 3, along with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 personal fouls. He was a -10. You had LeBron a -13 and Rui -10. D'Lo was a -1 and Anthony Davis was a +3. Was our main plus as far as plus minus goes. Then outside of that, you look at the bench and it's just like disappointment after like Max Christie, Dalton Connect had his struggles. Right, it's unfortunate, right? You need to see rotation guys get quality looks. It can't just be Anthony Davis going and giving you 40 a night. I'm not really worried about LeBron. LeBron's going to do his part, right? He's kind of the least of my worries, the least of the concerns. But everyone else, right? Austin Reeves, we need consistency and consistent scoring from him. D'Angelo Russell, we need consistency scoring from him. D'Lo has not been super consistent thus far through preseason. I'm not going to overreact to preseason, but he hasn't been. Even same thing with Rui. Now, Rui's rebounding has been much better. And they even mentioned that and talked about it in the broadcast, that Rui Hachimura has been rebounding the basketball very well, which is true. Even tonight, he had 9 rebounds. That's one of those things that you want to continue to see. You want to make sure that they can continue to rebound, play hard in that regard. But nonetheless, right, again, no one's expecting them to put it all together overnight. We're also, a week away from opening night? We're a week away from the first game of the season against the Minnesota Timberwolves, like literally a week away. First game is against Minnesota on October 22nd. So, yeah, you're right around the corner from that first night. And it's just like the defense doesn't look great. The giving up second chance opportunities to opposing teams, that still needs to be cleaned up better. You look at the Warriors, they had over 10 rebounds more than us, including several offensive rebounds more than us. It's just, can't be doing that stuff. You got to take care of the basketball, got to get good and generate good quality looks, hit those quality looks, as well as, help rebound, do the dirty work, do the little things. Right? And again, I don't care about Lakers winning or losing this game. I don't. But I do care about the moments in which the starters played. And you had D'Lo play 30 minutes. You had Rui play 28. Anthony Davis played 26. LeBron played 23. Reeves played 17, which he just came back from injury, so that's understandable. And the Lakers didn't look very good in that time. There were stretches. There were moments right early on in the game. Thought the Lakers doing a really good job generating offense, getting good looks, just weren't hitting shots. It wasn't all bad, but we're now 4 games in, right? Or what is this, the 5th preseason game? Or 4th preseason game for us. It's 5th for the Warriors. So, this is the 4th preseason game for us, and I need to see consistent improvement in stride, right? I need to see guys starting to get into a bit of a rhythm here. We've seen the inconsistencies, which is fine early on. It's okay, first 2-3 preseason games, but by preseason 4, 5, 6, you need to start seeing guys hit shots with regularity. This is a team that, we should be dominant, especially the way that the Warriors played. The Warriors didn't shoot the lights out. Warriors weren't great. They turned the ball over as much as we did. They shot the 3 ball pretty much the same percentage as we did. Their free throw percent, like everything across the board was identical. For as bad as we played, the Warriors played equally as bad. The difference was Warriors got more offensive rebounds, and they also made sure that they were getting quality looks through assists. That's Lakers sharing the basketball. I talked about this all season last year. When the Lakers are sharing the basketball is moving, things are flowing, and you look up and Lakers have 30 plus assists, they win those games. They win all of them. Right? Just like the Warriors. Warriors have 30 plus assists. Guess what? They win the game. Why? Because whenever you have ball moving, and you're keeping the defense on their toes, and you're keeping the defense guessing, and you're making them actually have to work on the defensive side, it makes things very challenging and very difficult for those teams. Now, if you just, are shot chucking and not getting quality looks, and you're just kind of throwing stuff up, and there's not really any movement, or anything, then yeah, you become predictable. It makes it incredibly easy for teams to defend you and kind of monitor you, and you don't want to fall into those traps. You don't want to bail out the defense by your poor shot selection and lack of moving and taking care of the basketball, right? There are things that we can control as a team. There are things that we can do as a team to better ourselves, and we just didn't do those things tonight. And that is what I'm disappointed in, right? Just like when the Lakers look good and they have praise and stuff, talk about it, break it down and give my thoughts on it. But I have to as equal when the Lakers are disappointing and they don't deliver the way that they were supposed to, and they didn't play great. I gotta point that out as well, and that's what happened here. So hopefully they get it right. That's what preseason's for. That's what this is all about, to kind of go through your hiccups, go through your struggles, go through the ins and outs, and work on and kind of hash out what you need to hash out, because we don't have any time for leisure. We don't have the luxury of a feeling out period or nothing. I mean, our first 5 games, we could look up and be 0-5. Literally. We don't have the luxury of trying to navigate things and figure it out here. We got to start strong. We got to make a statement right out the gate. And the Lakers haven't won an opening night game since, 2016 or something like that? Like, it's insane. It's uncalled for. So we got to start handling business. We got to start doing our end of the deal. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, and I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree with my breakdown tonight? Do you think that they just bad game? Do you think concerned? Think it's not? Think it's just, hey, it's preseason, no big deal? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So if you enjoy these types of videos, truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.